boys and girls basketball at 10 away games. We want to look at it that way.
Okay, I understand the need. I was very much paying attention earlier, believe it or not, at the 17.5%, delta. So I am, again, very aware of that. So I feel a little differently about this than the pre-K. Pre-K is private, it's a bit separate. Athletics, and maybe I'm way off base here, I think it's part of the full educational experience. And I think that it's, reading our mission statement, we provide a safe, supportive, and challenging learning environment in which students may achieve academic success and personal growth. I think a lot of personal growth happens through athletics. I think that's where you learn teamwork. And I think anybody that's ever had a job can talk about how important it is to collaborate and work as a team. I think that any fee is a barrier, and that we are trending in the wrong direction. I think these should be zeros across the board. I understand that they can't be right now, because that's not before us. Don't worry, I'm not going to suggest it yet. But I think, I know that we're in trouble now. I would, and I don't really know how this whole thing works, right? You're like, who voted for her? But I think the taxpayers, I know that I would, and I'm sure many wouldn't agree in town, but I think people need to pay more, right? Like, the fact that we are sitting here and the fact that across the Commonwealth that there's districts that are paying $400 for students to play volleyball, to play basketball, I think this is like ridiculous, quite frankly. I have mind blown, right? Like, next thing you know, we're gonna be charging fees for buses, which I know some districts do.
A lot of districts do.
And that is also ridiculous. And I'm like, what is wrong with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? I'm on my box right now, soapbox. I am up here and I am preaching because this is such a problem. This should be, I can't condone an increase because it is a barrier. Yes, it's 10K, right? And I understand that it alleviates the general fund. I get that. I know basic math. I'm like, this is bad. But what's bad is the barrier, or what's worse are the barriers that the students are facing. I'm like, holy guacamole, this is so much money. And
we continue to have the same thing like we do for preschool. We also have a fee waiver for families that need, who have those conversations with us and we deal with that. I hear you 100%.
I know that I think we all can agree, like, this is ridiculous and there's nothing that we can do about it. But what it upsets me is that this is the burden of people in our community that have children going to our public school. Should be the burden of everybody in our community, regardless of whether or not you have a child participating in athletics. Because we are a community, and every student matters. So I think by increasing fees, we aren't honoring our mission statement because we aren't providing, this could be the difference for all I know. I don't know. Maybe they got kids going to pre-K and they're like, shoot, that's going up and now this is going up. That's probably not the scenario. But what I'm saying is it's just trending in the wrong direction. So I can't support fees. I think these need to be zeros. I don't know how to figure out how to make it zeros. I don't know how to find us $2.8 million. I don't have the answers, but I do know that this is a barrier and that we're going the wrong way.
Can we request the town by town fees to compare for each of these? I've Googled a few and it is widely varying based on a Google search. It would be interesting to see what the actual fees are because I've just in the valley I've seen some zeros. Up through $300 to a neighboring town per sport per kid. I agree with you. My husband and I have this conversation quite often, and he always is like, "How come when I was a kid I didn't pay anything to play public school sports? Like, why?" And I get it. It's because the costs have just gone up so significantly. But I do think it would be nice to know what is going on with all our neighboring towns before we actually increase it.
That's great.
Happy to get you that.
But there is something we can we have our legislator that came. If
Yes!
everybody is upset about, like, we don't wanna do this.
Mhm.
We don't, this isn't fun for us. Like, we have sports kids, we're gonna be paying this. I was talking to a mom at the basketball, court the other day, that was talking to me about how hard it is for her to buy food. I don't wanna do that to her. I talked to her about the fee waiver. Her kid didn't wanna do the fee waiver because they didn't want the principal to know.
Mm.
You know, and those are all barriers, but you know what, we all pay taxes, we have representation. If you're watching at home, call your legislator and tell them to fully fund chapter 70. We need more money from the Commonwealth, not the people in Douglas. The people in Douglas cannot afford more money, but the state can kick in a heck of a lot more than it's doing now. And
Yes.
So we'll table this to the next meeting.
What would you
That is
say?
all I have this evening, thank you.
Good. Any topics not anticipated?
No.
We are gonna go into executive session, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body as the chair so declares, which I do. We will adjourn from the executive session, we will adjourn from that. So I need a motion to be made for us to enter into executive session.
so much.
Motion made by Beth, seconded by?
Aye.
Second by Beth. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Anyone abstain? Thank you so much, everybody. See you
Have a good
on
night.
March 4th.
Good night, thanks for hanging out.